Anyway, as you know, the Earth's flat, so time is running out for the globe. I was in a shop today, seen a woman buying a globe, says to the missus, the Earth's flat. She started to laugh. I mean, you're laughing now, you won't be laughing later. Now the Earth's flat, then what? How did we get here? I mean, you've got to ask yourself that. Who created all this? And for me, the God made this. Not the God of the Bible or the Quran or any of the gods. A living being made this. So then it comes to experience. You've got the brain. Everybody thinks of their brain, think they're their body. You're not that at all. You're having an experience in a body. But you're not the body. When the body perishes, you continue. I know this. No, I don't believe it. I know. How do you know, you'll say? Can't be bothered explaining it to you, and you wouldn't even understand it because you wouldn't have the experience. Some of my experiences, a common experience for me, is to dream about things and then they happen. But what's that got to do with the brain? What's that got to do with scientific logic? Logic is part of the brain. Go and explain that. You can't explain it. Then there's another thing that happens all the time. Synchronicity. It's like meaningful coincidences. They're only coincidences because there's just so many. I mean, look at this one. I was working on an oil rig. This guy comes on. Yeah. Like his first time offshore. Turns out he's a Rangers supporter and an Orangeman, a bigot. So I spoke to him. In that time I was spent with him, told him some things, some historical fallacies that he believed in. Then we went away and I went to some other oil rig. Then last trip there, I was working with a man from Belfast. Now, the guy from Belfast, he wasn't a bigot or sectarian or any of that nonsense. He just wanted to go on with his life. So the Pope Francis, was going to Dublin on the Saturday. So the Friday before that Saturday, who comes onto the rig? The Orangeman, with two other men. So he gets talking to him. One of the men he was working with was called Francis. And the other man he was working with for Whitby was called Pope. So he was working with Pope Francis when Pope Francis was in Dublin. And also the man for Whitby was wearing a Rangers top. An Englishman, which was unusual. So they all go into these groups, whether it's football teams or religions, and they believe all this fucking rubbish history. You say to such people, do you trust the government? And they say no. So why do they trust these stories they were told? There are a couple of guys from Belfast wrote a book. You can get it in a PDF online, free to watch. And it's called Ireland, the Land of the Pharaoh. In it they talk about the so-called Battle of the Boyne. They tell you there isn't a battle. They've had men there scouring the battlefield, metal detectors and that. They've never found a shot or a buckle, nothing. So they say it was a king-making ceremony. The Boyne River being the Milky Way, King Billy rising in the morning, he's orange, he's the sun, and all that, and all the people were there to witness it. So then I came across this thing. The Irish had a thing called the famine. Because there was no potatoes. You think the people in Ireland were just eating potatoes? What about all the ducks and the geese and the chickens and the cattle and the sheep and the goats and the milk and the cheese and all the wheat and the bread? They shipped everything out of Ireland into England. That's what they done. And then they forcibly removed all the Irish and sent them to America. They reckon that the Irish slave trade, they called it. It was under James II. He sold 30 Irish prisoners as slaves in the New World. That was in 1625. That was political prisoners. But Ireland quickly became the biggest source of human livestock for English merchants. The majority of the early slaves to the New World were actually white. From 1641 to 1652, 500,000, that's 500,000 Irish were killed by the English, and another 300,000 were sold as slaves in Ireland. From 1.5 million to 600,000 in one single decade. Families were ripped apart as the British did not allow Irish dads to take their wives across the Atlantic. During the 1650s, 100,000 Irish children the ages 10 to 14 were taken from their parents as slaves and sent to the West Indies, Virginia and New England. In this decade, 52,000 Irish, mostly women and children, were sold to Barbados and Virginia. They were transported to the highest bidder. Cromwell ordered that 2,000 Irish children be taken to Jamaica and sold as slaves to English settlers. I mean, it just goes on and on. So they ended up, they bred them, and then they brought black slaves in. And the black slave was worth more money than an Irish slave. They've done the same thing in Scotland. The British, they're on about having a Scottish referendum to vote for independence. They never even voted for the British United Kingdom in the first place. Why did they have to vote to get out of it? So they had an uprising in Scotland against the British armies. It culminated in a big battle of Culloden. Now their fictitious history tells you that after the Battle of Culloden, the Jacobite or the uprising or those that were against the British were finished. No, they weren't. They were on for another 12 years at least. And all over Scotland they had over 500 posts where they had British troops and roads and that, and they'd done a big campaign, a mass murder and rape. And then when they were through with that, they transported them all to other countries. The British. You can't be British. Maybe the English think they're British. But the Scottish people, they're Scottish. The Irish people are Irish. Then you've got this district in Ireland they call Northern Ireland, which is about the size of Strathclyde in Scotland. It's not a country. It's a colonial district. Anyway, you can vote for this, you can vote for that, like you can vote for fuck all. These people do what they want. I've got a video posted on my channel, tells you about the BBC bias, and it shows you how they ran the Scottish referendum. British. Everywhere they take that flag, they slaughter everybody. 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 Men, women, children. They give me news snippets about Skripal. Oh, it's terrible. The Russians went and done that. The British government's a fucking mass murdering machine. That's all I've got to say about that. Thanks for watching.